Hey guys, Jill here from Lavender and Friends, your source of essential oil education and inspiration. Today I'm going to do a webinar about bedtime bliss. Now it's going to be a short one, probably about half an hour, and I'm going to chat to you about some of the ways we can use our essential oils to help support healthy sleep habits. Now, for those of you who have been, following my page, you'll know that we have had a bit of a thankfully non-eventful day, but we've been on a bit of alert. So I did test out most of these oils last night to help me get a good night's sleep because I was very, very anxious about everything. So I can personally tell you they're all wonderful oils, and we'll be looking at particular oils we can be using to help us have those good bedtime habits. So thank you guys for joining me. A little bit about me. My name is Jill. I am on the central coast of Australia. I live with my 2 young children and my husband, and we've been using doTERRA essential oils for about 2.5 years. So in this webinar, we're going to go through a little bit about essential oils, how we can be using them, a bit about why I choose to use the doTERRA brand, and then just a bit of information about, sleep, which is why I hope you're joining me. Now, I'd love it if you guys wanted to pop in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I always find it interesting to see whereabouts, in Australia you guys are viewing from. And I'm just going to quickly switch over here. And now, hopefully you should see my PowerPoint slide. So if you can see that, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that this is actually working. That would be amazing. And I'd also love it if you guys could pop in the comments. What word would you use to describe bedtime at your house? Is it maybe manic? Is it calm? Is it very structured? Is it very disorganized? What does bedtime mean for you guys? Now, as I mentioned, I do have 2 young kids. I have a 3 and a 4-year-old. So our 3-year-old goes to bed like that, thankfully. Our 4-year-old is, needs a bit more persuasion these days. And I have a pretty strict bedtime. So I do find that now that I've got the oils and I have them as part of my bedtime routine, I really have noticed a big improvement for me. Now, what we're going to be looking at, as I said, is supporting healthy sleep habits using essential oils. Now, essential oils have actually been used for thousands of years for their calming and restful properties. They're still popular because they work, and they're a really effective way to calm your mind and your body. Not only are they really powerful and they're potent, but they also have really quick results. I mean, you smell a bottle of lavender and you almost instantly start to feel really, really relaxed. They can help to relax your body, relax your mind, and also the comforting aroma can create an environment that's going to be really conducive to helping you sleep. Now, as I said, I have, this is a bit about my family, so you can see my lovely little 3 and 4-year-old there. Now, I'm very lucky. I am a full-time mom, so I get to stay home and spend my days with them. And one of the reasons I've been able to do that is because of my doTERRA business. So we discovered doTERRA about 2.5 years ago. I had a young baby and I was concerned about the number of chemicals we were using in our house. I was concerned about the effect they were having on my health, the effect they were having on my kids, and so I was invited to a cleaning with oils class, and I was really intrigued at this idea of using essential oils to clean with. I didn't make the class because my kids got sick, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to give them a go because we're really struggling, we need their help, and very good decision. Very glad that we did it because they made such a massive difference in my life. And I started sharing naturally with my friends, just, they'd be asking me, what are you using? What's working for you? And I would be sharing with them. And when I was meant to be going back to work, and I really didn't want to because I was going to have to commute to the city with 2 small children. And so we sat down and took a look at the business side of doTERRA and realized that it actually works really well for our lifestyle. I can work anywhere in the world. I can set my own hours. And it's a business where I'm really making a positive difference in people's lives. And that's something that's very important to me. So I won't go into a huge amount of detail about the business side of things. If you want to learn more, please check out one of my business webinars, and they're on the video tab, or send me a message and we can have a bit of a chat. But I do like to let people know that there is a business opportunity, because if someone had never shared it with me, I wouldn't have known about it either. So I always mention it in my classes. Now I'm just going to click through to here. Now I'm just going to really quickly go through what are essential oils and how we use them. If you are a total newbie, this is still, you're welcome to join me. This is a really great class for you. But I would recommend going back and watching one of my intro classes. So one of my Happy Healthy Homes classes, where it's going to be, I guess, a bit more detail and go through this a bit slower. So why doTERRA? First of all, quality. Every single batch is independently tested by a third party, so you can be confident that they are pure and that they are potent. They also use indigenous sourced oils, and they have a really beautiful relationship with those growers, and they're sourced very, very ethically. And if you want more information about this, then I recommend you check out the Source to You website, www.sourcetoyou.com, and you can actually learn all about how they get the oils, how they test them, all that information. A big thing for me is the fact that they are a science-based company. They're really passionate about integrating essential oils into clinical settings, into medical settings, and that's something that I love, that they take the science of things very, very seriously. And finally, you're going to get support, because when you enroll in doTERRA, when you open your own account, you actually are enrolled under a person, and they're going to look after you and help guide you on your journey. So if you are new to essential oils and you are looking for someone, I would love to, I guess, put my hand up to offer to help you on that journey. If you're already aligned with or working with another oil educator, please, by all means, feel free to go back to them, and they can be the one to start you up and again support you on that journey. Now, out of curiosity, what diffuser are you using currently? I just realized my diffuser is still in the playroom from when I was diffusing Easy Air today, because it was so smoky. So I don't actually have a diffuser going, so I'm not using diffuser right now. But pop in the comments what diffuser you guys are using. And I'm going to really quickly go through, again, this is just a quick skim through. Check out one of my intro videos for more details. 3 ways to use essential oils. Aromatically means to inhale the smell, and that can mean using a diffuser, or just putting it on your hand, just taking the lid off the bottle. Hey, Raylene! And then topical means to apply it on your skin. Now, we'll touch upon this at the moment, because it's really important that when you put essential oils on your skin, you use a carrier oil. Now, pop in the comments what your favorite carrier oil is. There are lots of different options, but I like fractionated coconut oil. And the reason is it's liquid at room temperature, it's odorless, it's non-greasy, and what it does is it's going to help to carry that essential oil into your skin, so it's not just going to evaporate away. It also helps to prevent against any skin sensitivities. So these oils are very potent, they're very strong, and so when we use this carrier oil, it's going to help to massage that oil into a greater area of our body and also protect us. So I love the fractionated coconut oil, super easy to use. There's lots of other ones. There's jojoba oil, rosehip oil, argan oil. I have used actual coconut oil once in a complete pinch, and it's quite fragrant. So there's lots of different ones like that. Now, Sally has currently got elephant diffuser going in her daughter's room with Lavender Peace. Sweet dreams to your baby girl, because that's a beautiful, beautiful diffuser. And then the third way we can use our essential oils is as a food additive. Now, with that, we only want to be using doTERRA oils because we are confident that they are pure and that they're going to be safe. And also always read the label, and it will indicate on the essential oil bottle, because not all oils are designed or are safe to be taken internally. All right, there you go. That was your crash course in essential oils in like 3 minutes flat. And then finally, it's really important that you know how to use your oils, and so I always recommend getting a reference book or an app. Now, some of the ones I love are my beautiful Oil Magic book, which you guys will have heard me rave about because I love it so much. Essential Life is a great one. Modern Essentials is another good one. And those of my team have access to the Droply app as well, which is a great one. So I really recommend when you're starting out that you do use a reference book or app. And another thing I'll mention too is that when you enroll in my team, we do offer a personalized wellness consult. So we can have a bit of a chat about what you've got, how to use it, what else might be helpful, and just how to get the most out of your account. And we can do that online, we can do it offline, lots of different options. So I really want to stress the importance of feeling confident in using your oils and accessing the support that's available. All right. So why is sleep so important? So I just thought I'd put that picture in there because, oh, look at how sweet my baby is, sleeping so peacefully. Lol, it's not my child. That's not what my child is like normally. Anyone who I guess has followed my page for a while will know that we had a very rough start to my daughter's life in terms of sleep, in that she didn't sleep. And pretty much any new mum can tell you that sleep deprivation is pretty much a form of torture. And so we know that sleep is really important for our bodies. And some of the things that it can impact is, first of all, our ability to maintain a healthy weight. Now, there's a couple of different reasons. First of all, simply the fact that you're awake for more time, it means that you're going to have more time that you're going to be consuming food, which means you're probably going to be eating more. Plus, if you are really sleep deprived, it can be really hard to make healthy choices. So, for example, if you've had 4 hours sleep, the thought of sitting and cutting up vegetables to make a healthy soup versus just going to Macca's drive-in, it's a pretty hard thing to expect someone who's sleep deprived to be able to make healthy food choices. You'll probably just, reach for something that's going to be really sweet, that's going to give you that energy hit, which obviously we know was then going to have negative impacts upon maintaining a healthy weight. Now, another thing as well is when we don't have enough sleep, it can actually really negatively impact our emotions and particularly our ability to regulate our emotions. So when I'm sleep deprived, I don't know about you guys, I get totally just moody. Like really, I'll be really happy, I'll be really sad. I really struggle to regulate my emotions. And another thing as well is that it can actually really impact our motivation levels. Probably because when we're tired, we just want to go back to sleep. So it's hard to stay focused on tasks. Our attention wanders. It's hard to keep our eyes open because obviously our body is trying to get us back to sleep as fast as possible. Now, out of curiosity, how much sleep would you say that you get on average? I'm just curious. Pop in the comments. To be honest, I probably get 6 to 8 hours broken sleep, which isn't great, but again, I have young children, so that's life. But I'm just curious how much sleep you guys are getting, if you're getting more or less. Another thing as well that it can have a negative impact on is pretty much all of our body organs. Like they need sleep. Sleep is their body's rest and recovery time. And if we're not getting that, then that's going to obviously negatively impact our overall health. And finally, it can actually really influence your reaction time, and in particular, your ability to drive safely. So I don't know if anyone else is a massive Mythbusters fan like I am, but they actually did a study one time on Mythbusters where they had them be sleep deprived and they had them drive, and they did have impaired reaction time. And in fact, thousands of accidents are caused every year by drowsy drivers. So if you are feeling tired, obviously, it's recommended that you do not get behind the wheel of a car. So it is quite a serious issue. So please obviously be mindful of that when you are driving. So that is why sleep is really important. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a minute and look at the science behind how essential oils can actually work for sleep. Because yes, there are a lot of people who will say, oh, it's just a placebo effect, it's just a nice smell, it doesn't actually do anything. But actually there is quite a lot of science behind this. Now, when when we inhale an essential oil is basically a volatile aromatic compound. So it is basically a lot of tiny chemical constituents, a lot of tiny chemicals that when we inhale, it goes into our body, and like any other chemical we put in our body, it has the potential to trigger changes in our body. So the chemicals are what actually gives each essential oil its benefit. So for example, lavender has a chemical in it called linalool, and linalool is known to have a calming effect on our body. Now, because certain chemicals from essential oil can be useful for cleansing or soothing or warming, and then there's other chemicals that might be useful to make an oil calming or invigorating or cooling. And because each oil is taken from a different plant or a different part of the plant, they're going to have a completely unique chemical profile. And then they're going to have a completely unique set of benefits. Now, cool thing about this is everyone's different. So different people, while there's a general pattern, for example, lavender, generally calming, it means there's lots of different options you can try to find the oil that's going to be best suited for you. This also, again, draws back to how important it is that we have a high quality, potent essential oil. And that's why the testing and the purity is so important, because we want to be sure that we are getting the correct chemical constituents in the correct amount in that oil, so we can be confident it's going to have the desired effect. Now, when you are choosing an essential oil with a chemical that is relaxing or it's calming or it's soothing, it can be really easy to create a peaceful environment for sleep. So what happens is we inhale the aroma. So that may mean we put it on the bottom of our feet, or we inhale it, or we absorb it through our skin. But we're going to talk about inhalation here. And so when you inhale the oil with a calming property, it's going to then induce a response in your body and your brain for relaxation. Now, typically, this reaction is going to then relax your body, and it's going to promote a healthy night's sleep. So what happens is, when you've had a good night's sleep after using that oil, you develop a positive association. So for me, the first time I used Vetiver, one of my beautiful team leaders, Beth, rolled some Vetiver, was it Vetiver Bergamot and Cedar Wood on the bottom of my feet. I drove home, I lay down, and I was out cold. So obviously the next night, as soon as I grabbed that Vetiver and smelled it, I was instantly reminded of how good my sleep was the night before, and I developed that positive association. So you have an established positive association, which will promote further use of that oil and a regular bedtime routine, which is going to help you repeat that practice of a good night's sleep. And then you sleep, you repeat, and you do it again. Now, one thing I always say is that it is about creating positive sleep habits. So if you are going to stay up till midnight watching a scary movie, drinking a Red Bull, and eating some chocolate, and then you're going to climb into bed and take one little drop of lavender and put it on your pillow, and you're going to expect to instantly fall asleep, probably not going to be successful, because you need to be having a smooth lead into bedtime, you need to be having positive routines, and so you do obviously want to be mindful of the whole picture, and that's what holistic health and wellness is about taking the time to look at that whole picture. That said, there are essential oils and products that we can use that we know are going to help to create that relaxing effect upon our body, which can then, as we said, create that positive association and help you to get a good night's sleep. Yes, Sally, it's amazing. I kid you not. By the time I drove home, I was like, I couldn't even keep my eyes open, which probably wasn't the smartest. And then I crawled into bed and I was out. It was awesome. All right, so what are these oils? Which are the ones that I absolutely love? So we're going to kick off with my beautiful, darling, sweetheart love affair of Lavender Peace. Now, Lavender Peace is the restful blend, and it's basically lavender that's been pimped up with a couple of extra, even more amazing sleep oils. My husband will very happily tell you this is pretty much one of his favorite oils because it just works so beautifully. So what you can do is you can begin your nighttime ritual with 2 to 3 drops in your diffuser, and that's going to promote that calm, relaxed environment. So we like to actually pop the diffuser on as we're jumping in the shower. That way it's starting to put that aroma in the bedrooms. Then when we come out of the shower, the room has already got that fragrance in it. You could add a couple of drops to some Epsom salts in the bath for a really nice, relaxing and renewing experience. Now, side note, if you have children, this is not safe to be taken internally. So if you have a child who likes to drink dirty bath water, which they all seem to do, don't be adding this one to the bath. Maybe go with lavender. But if you are doing it for yourself, I assume you are no longer drinking bath water, this is really nice in some Epsom salts to have a nice soak before bedtime. Another way you can use it is to simply put a couple of drops on the back of your head, massage it onto the bottom of your feet, and then just inhale the excess from your palms to help quiet your mind and to help give you that really relaxed, tranquil sleep. So that is our Lavender Peace. Now, this is different from our beautiful Peace Touch. Peace is the reassuring blend. Now, first of all, this is called a touch. So when you can see, when I pop that lid off, it's actually got a metal roller ball on top. So you simply pop the lid off and you can apply it on your wrists, apply it on the back of your neck, apply it on the bottom of your feet, on your temples. Now, because it says the word touch, what it means is it's actually Peace essential oil blend mixed with a carrier oil with fractionated coconut oil. So it's already diluted and it's safe for sensitive skin. Now, what you can do with this one is you can put it gently in your temples, as I said, the bottom of your feet, and you can even keep it by your bedside table. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're feeling a bit, worried, you can just grab this, reapply it, and then helps you get back to sleep. So that is our beautiful Peace Touch. Hey, Joe. All right, next up we have is Balance. Now, if you followed if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that Balance is pretty much my daily bestie. I use it every day. I carry it around in my handbag. I just basically love this oil. It is the grounding blend. And this oil is a blend of oils that's designed to help you to stay really relaxed and really calm. Now, having a good night's sleep actually starts in the morning, because if you're having a calm and nice relaxing day, you're going to be able to switch off at the end of the day and have a better night's sleep. And that's where balance can come into things. What you can do is you can put it on the bottom of your feet throughout the day to help promote those feelings of calmness and tranquility throughout the day. So then when you get to bedtime, it's an easy slide off. So another way you can use it is you could actually mix it with some Lavender Peace and pop that in the diffuser as an option as well. This is a good dinner time oil. So this is one of the ones that we love diffusing at dinner time, just to help the kids to kind of, chill out after a busy day, start to settle them down, get them chilling out. So this is our Balance. And I'd love to hear from you guys. If any of these oils are ones that you use, if you love them, how you like to use them, feel free to pop in the comments. I love knowing how you guys are using things as well. All right, so next up we have our Cedar Wood, which I like to call calm and strong. Now, Cedar Wood is sometimes known as poor man's frankincense because it does have that really calming, relaxing properties similar to frankincense, but it is considerably less of an investment. Now, I personally think it smells like a sauna, that really woody, gorgeous aroma that I find super relaxing. So what you can do is you could actually blend a couple of drops with that Balance. It smells beautiful. Or you can even just have it solo to create that really relaxing environment. Now, this is Lizzie's favorite oil, my 4-year-old. She has this every night in her diffuser and she absolutely loves it to pieces. And another thing you can do as well is you could actually use this in your moisturizer. So you can add it to your moisturizer or your toner, 1 to 2 drops, and it'll help your skin to stay really nice and smooth, while you'll also enjoy that really nice, relaxing and grounding aroma. So I don't know how many of you knew that you could actually use this to support your skin. So there you go. And now, last but certainly not least, we have Vetiver, which again is another calm and strong oil that I love. Now, Vetiver is my favorite. It is a natural tranquilizer, people. This thing is amazing. Now, little tip about Vetiver. Vetiver is really thick, like sit there for 2 minutes waiting for one drop to come out. So what you do is, if you're a girl, you can basically take that and you can stick it in your bra or stick it under your arms, and that warms it up while you're getting ready for bed. Then it flows a lot easier. You can also purchase online. You can actually purchase roller bottles you stick in the bottle. If you do that though, you probably want to add some carrier oil because it's still pretty thick. Or you can also purchase dropper tops, which is what I love using. Now, it's got a really calming and grounding effect on your emotions, and it's one that I actually rub a drop in my big toe as I'm hopping into bed. And it's a really good one to use in massage therapy as well. So you could dilute it with some of that fractionated coconut oil, and you could actually apply it on your body, or even maybe get your partner to give you a nice lovely massage at nighttime. You can also add some to a bath. Again, add it to your Epsom salts, that really relaxing bath. And I also, as I said, I love mixing it with Lavender Peace and bergamot in my diffuser. It's one of my favorite blends. Now, if you have any oils that you absolutely love at bedtime and I haven't mentioned, feel free to pop them in the comments. I'd love to see what other people like using as well. But the reason I really wanted to focus on this particular, combination is one of the things doTERRA has recently created are wellness boxes. Now, the wellness boxes are kind of like a mini kit, a mini collection of particular products they feel that suit a particular theme. So when they announced that they were bringing out a Bedtime Bliss wellness box, I was like, get me some of that. And these are all the products that are included in that wellness box. So you've got your fractionated coconut oil, your Peace Touch, your Cedar Wood, Balance, Vetiver, and Lavender Peace. And these are the full-size 15 ml bottles. Now, the beauty of this is, first of all, it comes in a lovely box, which makes it easy to store and use. It also comes with information cards, so you know exactly how to use it. You can feel really confident in using them nice and easy. And they've also discounted the price. So instead of the price of buying each product individually, they've bundled it together to make it more cost effective. So it's $175 if you are enrolled and you can purchase it. But they recently announced that if you are new to doTERRA and you would like to join doTERRA, you can actually purchase this wellness box and it will come with a free membership. Now, what that means is in doTERRA, when you're purchasing products, you have two choices. You can pay retail, which is full price, or you can have a doTERRA account, a doTERRA membership, and you get an automatic 25% discount off of products. So as you can see, having your own membership does save you a fair bit of money in the long run. Now, to get an account, you have two options. The first is you pay a $35 membership fee, and then you pick and choose what products you want to get. The second option, which is more cost effective, is you get a starter kit. Now, this Bedtime Bliss box is one of those starter kits. So that means you're not paying the $35 membership. It's been included in the price. Because obviously there are three ways of using those oils. As I said, there's aromatic, topic, and internal. There isn't a diffuser included in this wellness box, but you could easily add one on if you wanted. So the beautiful petal diffuser is $58. The Lumo diffuser, which goes for up to 10 hours and is absolutely gorgeous, that one is $104. Or if you wanted to purchase in the next probably week or so before they run out, the Brevi diffuser, which is again another 10-hour diffuser that I absolutely love to pieces. Plus it comes with the Harvest Spice Essential Oil, and that one is only $65. Now the reason I'm saying it's limited time is because it's part of our Australian Christmas catalog, and it's also available as part of the US Christmas catalog. So if you're watching from the US, there's still that option. And that will obviously only be available as a limited time offer thing. So if you're watching this video far down in the future, probably send me a message and I'll let you know what your diffuser options are for the future. However, as I said, it's $175, and if you are interested in purchasing this particular kit, you can either send me a message or jump straight on my website, which is www.lavenderandfriends.com. And if you go to the shop tab and look at the kits, it's called the Bedtime Bliss kit, and you can just purchase it all online, nice and easy. Now, another thing I will mention about doTERRA is one of the perks is that we have an amazing loyalty rewards program, which is where you get, you can earn points on every purchase you make, and you then can redeem those points for products. Not going to go into it in a huge amount of detail because I did promise this was going to be short and sweet, but you can either send me a message if you want to learn more, or if you watch any of my unboxing videos, I go in great detail into them. Or when you enroll in my team and you join my team, we have an exclusive members only group, and we have more information in that as well about the loyalty rewards program. So finally, as I do in all my classes, I'd love to encourage you to take a moment to think about what you want to do and how you want to change lives. So do you want to change your lives by using some of these beautiful products, by helping yourself to get better sleep and better rest and sort of maybe taking the edge off the craziness of bedtime? Would you like to be sharing these with your friends and changing their lives? And that could be as simple as just sharing them this video, tag them in it, maybe send it to them and say, hey, I thought of you. It could mean getting a few friends together and we could do a class. And that is something I love doing, is teaching classes, whether you're local to me and we physically come together and do a class, or I do online classes as well. Or maybe you'd like to change your future and do what I do and teach people about essential oils while being able to earn an income. And if that's something you're interested in, then I'd love to chat with you further. I have created an amazing, fully online training program that takes you step by step through the very, very beginning, right the way through to being successful. And again, if that's something you're interested in, just send me a message and we can have a bit of a chat. Now we did it, we kept to time, we managed to crack this out in half an hour, which I'm super excited about because I tend to talk a lot because I love essential oils. If you have any questions, pop them in the comments now and I'll get back to you. If you have anything private you want to ask, or you're maybe watching the recording a bit later, again, feel free to send me a message and we can have a bit of a chat. If you, as I said, if you do want to get anything, you can jump on my website, www.lavenderandfriends.com. And my next webinar I'll be having is going to be next Tuesday, the 19th of November at 8 p.m. It's a Being Active webinar, so it's about being active. Now, if you have registered to watch this, you will be emailed a copy of the notes afterwards. You can have a copy of that. Please always do click Get Tickets, and that way I can send you a copy of the notes at the end of the webinars. All right, that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys are having a nice evening and that you can have a nice, restful bedtime. Cheers.